Babe Boomer, the league strikeout queen, getting ready for this one. She's been dominant on the mound all season long. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Babe Boomer stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Well, in their win last game, this player came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one.
Well, it made it so comfortable for her club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on her, but the way she's been swinging it, I expect her to have another big one.
The other way. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. And she's in with a stand-up double.
Her hot hitting continues. She's been getting great results lately. Really good swing right there. She got a pitch that she knew she could handle, allowed herself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and she hit the ball on the screws.
Here's Ketel Marte. In the dirt. One out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they take a 2-run lead.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now here is Michael Beavers. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that she can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Gets him swinging with that screwball, and it was a good one. You know, the screwball's often compared to a changeup because of the velocity and the arm side movement, but the big difference is what you saw right there. A lot more depth or drop than most changeups, and it caused him to swing right over the top.
1 out, base is empty. Cut on and missed. Good changeup right there. And it's 1-1. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt.
Ball 2.
To the right side. Into the outfield. Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting first, the first baseman, Bryce.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. Just missed. That one down the line and foul ball.
You know, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. It's the Diamondbacks 2 and the Phillies nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Turner. Boomer back to work. That one misses. Ball one.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Outside low, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. Fly ball down the line, and that will drop foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Here's the catcher, Yohel Pozo. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Got a pitch to hit right there with 2 strikes, but just couldn't get a piece. Tell you what, that screwball is so unique and it's so rarely seen. I think it can be tough for any hitter just to get a piece of it, no matter where it's placed. As a hitter, you're just not used to seeing a pitch moving that way and getting on the same plane as it comes into the hitting zone.
2 outs, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And ball one.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Line drive, and it gets by him. Now she'll turn for second. Not stopping, she's going for 3. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Runner at third, nobody out. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. In to score is the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 4. Bases loaded, 2 down. Boomer launched a pair of homers in her last game. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. Out of here. Grand slam. Her 74th home run of the season. It's 11-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, she comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you've also got to give some credit to the batters ahead of her. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a special moment in this one.
Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Fought off foul. And 1-2. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Harris stands in for the Phillies.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Harris measures 6 feet 2 inches, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2021. Ground ball right side. Prado takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting ninth, the second baseman,
Thairo Estrada to the plate. Swings through that one.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. She's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as her stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
2 outs. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for her in this one. Offense held in check there. On to inning number 4. It's the Diamondbacks 11 and the Phillies nothing. Babe Boomer getting ready to hit. Just a single short of the cycle. Right side, hard hit. On the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. So 2 runs in the inning, 2 hits, 1 was a home run. No errors, and no one left. We're midway in the 4th. Arizona's on top, 13-0. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
0-2 is the count.
The 0-2. Out to short, Perdomo. Whips it across. And a quick out, number 1. Wow, Singy, what a throw. We got to take another look at it, but this time with the numbers from StatCast.
Yeah, Boog, that's about as good as it gets. You'll see the hardest throwing infielders reach 90+ on throws across the diamond, so he's pretty much right there with the best infield arms in the game. That was a rocket of a throw right there.
Now it's the DH, Andrew Monasterio. On the ground, out to short, Perdomo. On to first, and a couple of quick outs.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 outs, base is empty. Bryce Harper stands in for the Phillies. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there, 0-1. And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too?
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. And now here is Yohel Pozo. And that one fouled off. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
1 down, base is empty. That one drifts inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ball, that's out.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Right through there, got her. That's her 9th strikeout so far.
Now back.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. 0 for 1 so far.
He's not the power guy, but he can hurt you to all parts of the ballpark.
And first offering is fouled off.
She's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes pitchers cower coming into a ballpark like this, but she has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
That's to third. Throw over to Prado, and that'll do it. She continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. Diamondbacks lead this one 16-0. Now it's the power speed combo. Babe Boomer. She's already homered here in this one. Boomer with a couple of homers in her last game. Kwan gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that's off the outside edge. And the count is 1-1.
Booga never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. One of the rarest feats in baseball and history made here today. Huge congrats to her.
And we maybe only see this once or twice a year in the majors. It takes a hot bat, a little bit of luck, and of course a lot of talent. Special to be a part of it, even as broadcasters up here in the booth.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. And that'll load the bases.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
So bases all loaded up. Isaac Paredes stands in now for the Diamondbacks. On the ground, could be 2. Comes home with it for 1. Relay to first, double play. 5-2-3, and they cut down the run.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So 2 down. Nick Prado now at the plate.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Line drive, base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes Marte around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's a 2-run single, and they extend their lead.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Boomer back to work. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. So she cracks double digits with her 10th strikeout. Now the third baseman, Brett Harris. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Just missed.
She's been going after these hitters consistently, and as a result, she's been able to keep her pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Two down, base is empty. And now for the Phillies, Tyro Estrada went down on strikes his first time through. Cut on and lifted in the air. Kwan settles underneath it. Brings it in. And that is that. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Leading up for the Phillies, the right fielder, Michael Beaver.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
So far, she's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make her work in the zone a little more.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And now Andrew Monasterio, 1 for 2. That's a strike.
Ball, that's in.
The Phillies with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. One and 2 here. Swings and misses, struck him out. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Harper. 0 for 2 in this one. Late on that fastball.
It normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Going to count 1 and 2. Line drive, base hit, right center field. And that extends the inning.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt her momentum all that much. You know, she's really been on top of her game, commanding her pitches all night long.
Trey Turner with a chance now. Foul ball there. Two outs. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Another scoreless inning, and now that's 7 shutout frames. D-backs lead it 18-0. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Babe Boomer. She's already homered in this game. There's a swing and a drive. Booyah! Another homer. Home run number 75 on the year, and they add a pair. It's 20-0. Chris, she's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and she's got her timing locked in. She's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. She went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think she had her sights set on that pitch. She went and got it and circled the bases.
Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. Right through there for a strike. Boomer still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
She's been excellent, really on her game in this one, and at this point she wants to finish what she started.
0-2 is the count.
Is there a debate to be had about shutting her down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, pitchers putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a pitcher like this because she's so competitive.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Strike 3, struck him out for the 3rd time today.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. So she gets yet another strikeout, 16 so far.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
And that one pulled foul. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Carroll hauls it in to end the inning. 8 innings, 8 zeros as the shutout continues here. D-backs out in front, 20-0.
Up next for the
And now the DH, Babe Boomer. She's provided a couple of memorable moments already today.
Yeah, Boog, 2 impactful home runs, and the second one came in the 8th inning. This player's swinging a red-hot bat in this one.
That one ripped right center field. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Bottom of the 9th coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Eric Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Boomer was firing on all cylinders here, both hitting and pitching. A terrific game.
Boog, this is the kind of performance teams dream of when they bring in a two-way player into the organization. She really delivered for him in this ball game.